Good morning, everybody. We're at it again. Another Tuesday. So glad you're here. I'm going to do a break real quick, and then we will catch up. Yay. The River. Hey there, my name is Mary. I get it. Life gets in the way, and sometimes you feel like, I don't know what to do with all of this. I can't handle it. You just want to give up. But before you do that, some encouragement for your heart today. It's our River Positive Thought. A bad day doesn't equal a bad life. Tomorrow is a new day. Hey, everybody. So glad you're here. What a good River Positive thought there. A bad day doesn't equal a bad life. Tomorrow is a new day. I know how it is because my brain is such like a task-oriented type thing where I just have a to-do list and I'm just checking things off constantly. And when more things are added to the list or things get in the way that weren't in my plan, I freak out and I'm so mad and just ticked off and thinking, oh, life just stinks and it's crummy. But thankfully, that's not the case at all. You gotta go to bed. You get to pray, and then you get to get up the next day and just start fresh. And that's what's so awesome as we live life with God and just what He offers to us. Again, we're doing this every Tuesday morning right around 10:30. You can subscribe, so get a little notification letting you know each time we're doing these. You don't have to try to remember it. And you can even invite people, your family, your friends, to be a part of it as well, so they can join in all the chaos that we're doing. And please feel free to leave any comments you want about something I've said or something I haven't said that you want me to say, or any topic maybe you want to discuss. Even about Mother's Day, for example. I hope you had an awesome day with your family and you were celebrated, or maybe you were celebrating Mom. One of my favorite stories from Mother's Day this year, on top of the beautiful ring that my husband and my son got me from an antique store, and a card and flowers, and they took me to lunch. And lunch is where this memory comes from. So we sit down at the table, have not even seen our waiter yet, haven't ordered drinks or anything. We're just sitting down. So a food runner comes up, someone who just gets the food from the kitchen and they just run it table to table. He walks up and has a big plate of deep fried shrimp. Well, he doesn't say anything, and we don't say anything either for whatever reason. We're just kind of looking at each other. He then tilts the plate kind of down towards my husband, and without skipping a beat, my husband just dives in and starts eating the deep fried shrimp. I am trying to contain the laughter internally because I feel like I know what's going on, and I was right. I look at my husband as he's chewing the shrimp, and I look at the waiter, and I say, we didn't order that. So there my husband is eating someone else's appetizer, and he says to the waiter, I thought you were going around and giving free samples at all the tables. No. I'm just glad that I wasn't the first one to dive in because typically I am. So that was my favorite memory from this year. It was classic. And secretly I was hoping the guy would just leave the plate on the table because he put his hands in it, so he probably should take it to somebody else, but I think he headed back to the kitchen. I don't know what they did at that point with it, but oh man, I could not stop laughing. And my husband, after his face went back to its normal color, he was laughing too, but oh man, just his embarrassment was a gift to me in the most kind, loving way. Yeah, that was awesome. So feel free to share your favorite Mother's Day memories from this year. Maybe it's something goofy and crazy like that. So glad you're all here this morning. All right, y'all. Thank you again so much for joining us. Here in a minute, we're going to be talking about something interesting that happened at my house the other day involving my son. And it's just funny how as a mom, you'll say things that you never imagined would come out of your mouth. Situations you never thought you'd walk in on. But as you know, with kids, they're always turning your world upside down. So pretty interesting there. Good morning, bud. Chiming in from, where was that? Sorry, to refresh my page. We had to do 8 million updates on our computers yesterday for that virus that was going around with all the computers and stuff. So hopefully you've steered clear of that. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, that whole thing. New Hampshire. Hi, bud. Thanks for chiming in from New Hampshire. Excuse me. It's amazing with technology how far we're able to reach. Usually we have someone chiming in every week from Ghana, so hopefully they'll join us today. There is a really cool Facebook post I wanted to share with you that's on the page right now that you can scroll and see. And you can even share it on your own page. And it's just a reminder of who you belong to and how incredibly special you are. It says, how cool is it that the same God who created mountains and oceans and galaxies looked at you and thought the world needed one of you too. So just think about that as you look off at nature, and I think about it in the morning when I'm seeing the sunrise and the birds and the colors and just all of this beauty surrounding us created by God. That's also in you because He created you. Every little hair on your head, every little fiber of your body, everything about who you are is a reflection of Him. And I know sometimes that there are things that we hate about ourselves. I pick myself apart all the time with my flaws, with my personality, with my wrinkles, the freckles on my nose, this and that, and whatever else it may be. But then you think about like every little piece and part of us being strategically and specifically designed to create who we are, unlike anybody else in the world. And that's pretty special when you actually stop and think about it. And I don't think we do that enough because we're so busy comparing ourselves to others and I want to have that much money, or I want to weigh that much, or I want to have that position at work. We're so busy doing that we can't enjoy ourselves. So just a little food for thought there I wanted to share with you today. So check that out on the Rivers Facebook page. If you just scroll down a little bit, you'll find that there and you can share it on your own page. So I think it's just something that all of our hearts need to hear. Okay, so here it is, the crazy thing my son did. And I just want to encourage you, if you're eating right now, you might want to stop, or you might just want to scarf your food down very quickly because it's kind of gross. But you may have a strong stomach, so you decide, but I warned you, okay? I warned you. All right, here we go. Hi, Mary Lou. Such a cute name. Sorry, I know it's corny. I just had to. All right, here we go. 1049 The River. Hi there, my name is Mary. Sometimes you hear words coming out of your mouth and you wonder, did I just say that? I mentioned yesterday an interesting story with my son, and I'm now mentioning it again. We're doing a Facebook Live video as we speak, and you can join in the conversation right there when you get on Facebook. Go to 1049 The River's page. And it's funny as I talk to other moms, and they just tell me, oh yeah, stuff like this happens all the time. So my son is in the bathtub, and I'm there in the room with him, and then I ran in the other room to get something, and all of a sudden I hear him say, "Look, Mommy, brown pickles." Here's the deal. He does not have a toy that's a brown pickle, so I know exactly what that is. Someone had a little accident in the bathtub. Yep, was all over the place. I don't want to go into too much detail here, but you get the scene. And it's so funny because when this happened before, as I'm the one cleaning it up, my son and my husband were both gagging, and I'm thinking, I'm the one who's scooping it out with a cup and throwing it in the toilet, and you two are just do. I don't quite understand that. Like, as a mom, you just jump in, you just push every fear and anxiety away, and you just get the job done. So I think these guys need to toughen up a little bit. I don't think I gagged one time. So curious for you, those stories that maybe have come out of your experience right now as being a parent, or something that happened in the past that you still can't get out of your mind. 614-479-1049. 614-479-1049. There it is. Brown pickles in the tub. How gross is that? Ugh. So curious for you if you've been there before with your kids recently or in the past. It doesn't have to be about brown pickles. It can be about something else if you want. So whatever you want to share. We have a call coming in. We sure do. All right, so let's take this call right here. Good morning, Jerry from Wilmington. Hi, Laura. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get this call here. Hi there, River. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Lily.
Lily, do you have an interesting kid story for me?
Yes. My son was about 2 years old, and he was puking all night long, Mary. I mean, he was puking, and I already changed my bed, and I changed his bed. And finally, the next time he puked, I said, you know what? Puke on me. It's okay. We'll get in the shower together. You can puke on me. And I just let him, I just got in the shower and let him puke on me. And I was like, I'd rather wash myself now in another bed or carpet.
Oh, isn't that motherhood just wrapped up in a nutshell?
It is. It's just amazing and disgusting at the same time.
Yeah. It's like a bonding moment, but you're also gagging during it. So it's just a weird dynamic.
Exactly. I just didn't want any more carpets to get dirty.
Yes. Oh, Lily, well, you're an awesome mom, and a big hug to you as you navigate through the craziness of being a mom. I'm right there with you.
Thank you. My kids saw you the other day at a concert, and I just want to tell you how much we love you guys and how much they told me, we saw Mary, and she's so perfect. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for you guys.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Give them a big hug for me.
I will. Have a good day.
You too, Lily. Bye.
Bye.
Too funny. Oh, we just lost our other call. So hopefully you could hear her there talking about her son was puking all night, and she had washed the sheets in her bed, washed the sheets on his bed, and finally just said, honey, just throw up on me, and we could just jump in the shower together, because the laundry piles up when you have sick people. Oh, it's just so being a mom. The craziness. All right, here's another call. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hi there, River. What's your name?
Judy.
Judy, do you have an interesting kid story for me?
I do. Well, this happened 26 odd years ago,
Okay.
but my daughter, and it brought to mind what you were talking about. My daughter, it was in the days when you had to take your film to, say, Walmart or Walgreens and get it developed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for my pictures, and I, knowing the technician has probably looked at the pictures to make sure they've focused and come out correctly. So I'm looking at my pictures at the counter, and I get to a picture of a toilet and, you know, a big, long brown object in it.
Okay.
And my daughter, whose name is Andrea, and I'm hoping she's listening because we all listen to the river.
Okay.
She had taken a picture because she couldn't believe that something that size had come out of her. So she was like 7 at the time. So,
oh my goodness! Oh!
And I'm so embarrassed because I know they've looked at it. Here I'm standing at the counter looking at it, and I was like, I hurried and tucked it in like they hadn't seen it.
Oh.
But anyway, I still laugh about that because I think about that every time I look at pictures that she may have taken or whatever, but funny pictures. I wish I still had that picture, but I know I didn't keep it.
Yes, really. Yeah, it's not something you're going to frame and put on the mantle, that's for sure.
Yes.
How old is she now?
She is like 35, so I like to tease her about that.
Oh, yes. Me. Oh, my. Okay, so hopefully you heard that one. Judy calling about pictures being developed that she was picking up, that her kids apparently got a hold of the camera and took a picture of what was in the toilet. And, yeah, hopefully you heard the rest of what she said there because it's just interesting. So just the embarrassment, the situations these kids put you in, and you're just smiling like, I have no idea why they took a picture of what was in the toilet with my camera. Hello? That's the stuff I could see my son doing. Absolutely. He's such an ornery kid. All right, do you guys have any Mother's Day stories for me? I'd like to hear those. Or about the kids and brown pickles. And I was actually telling my husband, we were joking around about my son's nickname being Pickle now for the rest of his life. So at his high school graduation, like, I'm going to wear a shirt to his graduation that says, I'm with Pickle, or I love Pickle, something like that. You know, just to embarrass him, because that's the kind of mom I am already. Thank you guys for being here. Again, every Tuesday morning we're doing these right around 10:30. So subscribe in the top right-hand corner, left-hand corner. Which one is it, director? The top right, I think. Yeah, the top right-hand corner. There's a little arrow there you can click on, and it'll allow you to subscribe, and then you don't have to worry about it every week. It'll just let you know, hey, the river's doing another live video. And we're covering everything across the board about life and being a mom. And I did one of those charcoal face masks and practically ripped my skin off, but everybody thought it was hilarious. So I've had some requests to do it again, but not anytime soon. Sorry, I have an extra scratchy throat today. This cold thing's just been going around. Something else I've been thinking about is just birthday parties with kids. And I thought we still had a few years before it would all start, because my son's only 2.5, but it's begun. We have 2 birthday parties this weekend for our little friends, and we're so excited. And I'm just thinking about the whole gift thing. Like, how do you handle that? Because I tend to go a little over the top, and my husband always tells me they're fine with just one gift. So I'm just curious for you if you have any words of wisdom for me, so I don't go overboard. Let's see. So I hope you guys are having a good week so far. It's funny, I saw a Facebook post earlier that said something about, for moms after Mother's Day, that you're paying for it now that you had a day to relax, so now you're trying to play catch up on all the stuff you didn't do on Sunday. And that is so true. It's like you don't even want to take a vacation, you don't want to take a day off, because, hello, it just doubles your work later in the week. It's crazy. Oh, Jennifer, I love that idea. Giving books? That's perfect. And you can even write in the cover, like, to whoever from this family. I love that idea. I had people do that for my baby shower. My friend who was helping plan the party decided to do books instead of cards. So I love that idea. Books are awesome. Hi, Jody. Calling from Georgesville. That's awesome. I love hearing where you guys are from. That's cool. Just to know where people are listening in the city. And I shared earlier, again, you want to check out this Facebook post that's there on the page if you scroll down some. It says, how cool is it that the same God who created mountains and oceans and galaxies looked at you and thought the world needed one of you too. So I just want to reiterate that and just share how important that is, because I know that comparison is such a thief of our joy, and we do that all the time, whether it's with your sibling, your coworker, your spouse. You always want what other people have. I know I do anyway, so I just assume that you're the same way. And I think it's important to be grounded and present where we are and just taking in and soaking in where God has us. There's beauty in your journey, no matter how crazy it may be. And I know also externally, picking yourself apart too is really easy to do, because we're told that we're supposed to be perfect and flawless, and it's not reality at all. So, oh, my throat. Is anybody else having this cold allergy congestion thing going on? It's so annoying. And it's like you have this tickle thing in your throat, and I can't hardly laugh because then I start coughing, and I hear myself wheezing and hacking up a lung at night. My husband's been reminding me of that, and when he tells me that, I say, oh, remember how you snore? Okay. Do you want to go there with me? You don't. So, excuse me, that's been our life lately. Sorry, I sound awful, I know. Woo! What do you guys have planned for this weekend? Hey, we had Mother's Day weekend last weekend. So anything fun going on? What's the next holiday we have coming up? Father's Day in June? Memorial Day. Duh, Memorial Day. How did I forget that? All All right, gotta do another break real quick. Connie won't play. Oh, is the video? Oh, Brittany gets me. Jessica, I love that idea for the gifts. Go to the Dollar Tree, get bubbles, sidewalk chalk. Hello, that's great because it is summertime. Kids can use that. Perfect idea. Love, love, love that. Oh, I gotta tell you a funny story about my son real quick and being outside in the summer. All right, here we go. Is our internet been down a little bit? Here and there? No, okay. .049, The River. You may remember I Can Only Imagine. Well, now the newest from Mercy Me. It's called Even If. So I think I've mentioned in weeks past, my son is obsessed with planets in the solar system. He knows all of them, sings songs about them, talking about how many moons they have, which one is a gas giant. I've learned so much stuff that I didn't even know back in the day when I should have remembered all of it. So our thing now is we take sidewalk chalk and we go anywhere and everywhere we can, and we're drawing planets everywhere. And he wants the rings around Saturn. It's Saturn with the rings, right? Yes. And he wants you to draw like the little volcanoes on the ones that have volcanoes, and you have to draw the little moons for the one that has 8 moons. I mean, it is insane. So that's kind of what we're living with right now. And my husband went onto Amazon and got him these little like planets, and they're tiny though. So me being the paranoid, crazy, overprotective mom, I'm like, they're too small, he's gonna swallow them. And my husband reminds me, he's old enough to know it's not food. Okay, so there's that. But that's just kind of our life right now with boys. It's so funny the things that they get obsessed with. I don't know if girls do the same things with things that they enjoy, but my son has just jumped from one thing to the next. It was numbers, then letters, and now it's planets that he's obsessed with. So he sings this, yeah, story bots. I don't know if you've heard of those before, but that's a place on YouTube that we'll get on. Sometimes we'll search for story bots, and he loves some of the songs there. They have a rapping son on one of them, and he always says, it's mommy's song, it's mommy's song, because I'm always like dancing and being hip and cool, because that's what moms do, right? Awesome. Well, thank you guys again for being here today. I'm sorry for all the coughing. Again, we're doing these every Tuesday right around 10:30 a.m. and you can sign up and you can subscribe, so you'll get a little notification letting you know the next time we're doing them. And we're doing these more and more and more. And as I mentioned earlier, we're covering all kinds of things. I did the charcoal mask. We're covering the more serious side of life too, and your hurts and your struggles, and just where God is meeting you right now and maybe a tough season of life. And next week we've been talking about just looking at the topic of forgiveness and what that really looks like, and the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. And you know, it's hard sometimes when you're trying to force yourself to forgive someone and your heart is just not there. So just navigating through all of that and the pain and the hurt, but allowing yourself to move on so you can be happy and healthy. So we're going to dive into that a little bit next week. I'm so grateful that you're here. I know you have a million things going on in life, but just you taking some time to spend with me means a lot to me, just as we're living life together and all this craziness. So I thank you so much. I'll see you back here next Tuesday at 10:30. Am I forgetting anything else?
Nope, you're good.
All right, my director says we're good. So have an awesome day. Enjoy the sunshine. Big hugs to all of you.